What is up, everybody? It is Stream Whatever. We are now at 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. But there we go. Target was 1,000 by the end of 2017. It's not even October and we're on 5,000. So I guess let's aim for 10,000 by the end of the year. Who knows, eh? Who knows? How are we all doing? What other song to start the stream than Candyland? Nothing better, right? It's the kind of song that got us going. It's still around. Cheers all. I'll make a quick video, I guess, if okay. I just realised I haven't turned the light on properly. It's fine, you can see me. The less you can see, the better, I guess. My week, we'll talk about that in a minute. I put the review up yesterday. Had to get it out early this week. I've also got the music up a bit louder. That's because it's Candyland. I'll turn it down soon. 18 notifications. I'm gonna be honest with you. I asked on Twitter for poll ideas, and I completely forgot I'd asked. And now the stream's up, I'm not going to change them. So there's 3 up. Just one's early thoughts on captain. How many points did you get in Gameweek 6? And something about forwards, MORATA. Is MORATA essential or something like that? Will you still be playing Candyland at 1 million subscribers? Who knows? Who knows? I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit. Yeah, everyone give the streamer like 5,000 subs. Way more than I thought I was ever going to have. It feels like Andy has always benched at least one 6-point defender. I know, and I know everyone says this, but I genuinely had Sutner ahead of Carroll up until early Saturday. And to be honest, Carroll just bugs me now. I'm going to probably put Carroll second on the bench every week now. He's just ain't getting points. Candyland is the official anthem of Let's Talk FPL. I think so, yep. Let me give it that title. Until they decide they want to start copyrighting the song and I can't use it. So Davies will start next week, right? Yeah, he should do. I'll do my rundown of last week really quick because I have done a whole other video on it. But basically I got 64 points. I've risen from 829k to 694, but that will drop again because I've got no players tonight, and obviously auto subs as well. Now I will gain 2 points from that, to be fair, but yeah, I'm probably going to have risen about 100k, maybe a little bit less. It just felt like punishment, to be honest. I feel like Kane covered everyone else's captain. Like when Kane scored 2, I was loving it going into the 3 PM games. And then everyone else just performed. So it just felt like Kane covered captain points and all the other forwards just punished. Like MORATA, hat-trick, ridiculous. I know he's not highly owned. But I just think having Jesus, for me, just made it a bit more painful because he didn't even play. I thought he'd come on at least. I think Mendy getting injured probably messed things up a bit. Because it meant Pep had one less substitution he could make. So yeah, Jesus, bit annoying to be honest. The problem is he has 2 really nice home games after Chelsea away. So do I maybe keep him for that? I don't know. Also, the other thing that's playing on my mind is, when am I wildcarding? I don't have a plan. It's a weird season for me so far. First game week was my best game week rank, best overall rank. It's got worse since. Usually I've wildcarded by now. And I still haven't, and I don't feel like I need to. Now, I'd like Lukaku this week, but I'd have to take a hit to bring him in. I don't think that's worth it. I think I can get away with captain and Kane. Away to Huddersfield. Oh, that is not tonight's water. Oh, it's warm. This is tonight's water. So, yeah, back to... What was I saying? I don't know, some rubbish. Yeah, Jesus has got nice home fixtures, but I don't think I can hang around with Jesus when Aguero looks like the better option. So I could do Jesus to Lacazette this week. Lacazette has Brighton at home, and I scored 2 goals tonight. Sorry, one of them was a penalty, and the other one was a tap in from after Sanchez's free kick hit the bar, got saved or whatever, and then maybe wildcard and change to 3 big hitters up front. Do you know what I mean? Will Firmino now do the business? Now Mane's back. I mean, I could do Firmino to MORATA, but I'd have to downgrade one of my midfielders. Mark said he's leaning Kane over Lukaku for captain. Nah, come on. Crystal Palace are awful. Ola, only 4 points behind me. Close. And you wildcarded and brought Aguero in. That was ballsy. Well, maybe not ballsy, but it was good. Lacazette on penalties, yeah, that does help. Yeah, 3 up top right now looks must-have almost. The question is, I'd wildcard. I'd hate to think of which 3 to go for. Yeah, Abraham got 8 points. Obviously, I was looking at him instead of Firmino. I would have probably bought in Josely though, to be honest. So I think I don't know if I'd like to get rid of Kane just yet. Although again, I don't know if Spurs were that great, to be honest. He probably got a bit lucky, as did Ali. I think MORATA has to be one of the picks, especially with Chelsea's upcoming fixtures. He's nailed on. And then Aguero. And then it's one other. Then it's Lukaku or Kane. It's so hard. I almost feel like I should get the cheapest ones. So get, I don't know, Lacazette, MORATA and Aguero or Lukaku. It's so tough. And I wish I wish I had the answer. Honestly. Just use your wildcard again. I'm definitely not using my wildcard this week because Man City played Chelsea and that's a bit annoying. You think Atsu has to go? I'm not even answering that. Lukaku seems to have a lower ceiling. I don't know, I mean, if you are going to offload Lukaku after Crystal Palace is the time. Coutinho for 8.8 million, is that worth it? He looks really good, to be honest. He's come back with a bang. 8.8 million, he's cheaper than the other mids we'd consider from Liverpool, so yeah, I think it's got to be. Is Jesus to Lacazette a no-brainer? No, I don't think it's a no-brainer. A lot of it depends on wildcard. Jesus to Lukaku for this week. Yeah, sure, but I'm short on money for that. I mean, basically, after a few weeks of having De Bruyne out, I went on a bit of a rant, I remember, on the Scoutcast, saying, basically, screw Pep. He rotates too much. And I've got Jesus in my team, and he's been rotated out. Yes, people in chat saying Sané looks good, Sterling looked good. There's only a certain amount of space in that team. Jesus to Lacazette this week and then wildcard the week after. I still don't like the fact that I wouldn't change my midfield. Apart from the 4.5 million bench filler, I wouldn't change my midfield, I don't think, on wildcard. It makes me feel like it's a waste. Alex, got a new job today. Congratulations. That does always feel good. Especially if it's a job you really wanted. Aguero is the I mean, the thing about Aguero is, this was in the back of my mind, he had a poor season last season and he scored 20 goals. And he wasn't favoured by Pep. He was in and out of that team. Now he looks like he is favoured. And he's gonna. Now he will get benched again, I'm sure. But it doesn't look like he's going to get benched like 2 or 3 times in a row. And with those home games, it just looks so good. And like, imagine any other season apart from this one. You jump at the chance to own Aguero for 11.5, 11.6, whatever he is now. I'm sure he's probably gone up a bit more. He's probably 11.8. I haven't checked, but... I'm definitely keeping Firmino this week, I think. I need to keep Firmino. I need a Firmino hat-trick and Jesus to go mad versus Chelsea so I can actually say getting rid of Lukaku was worthwhile in the end. Mkhitaryan will smash Palace's defence. I know this is like a weird, not a weird way, but like an illogical way of thinking about it. The Crystal Palace have now lost Benteke as well. I mean, where are the goals coming from? Loftus-Cheek, I suppose. So I feel like Jones is a guaranteed clean sheet, but then at the same time I think, can Crystal Palace really go 7 games and not score 1 goal? Just doesn't seem likely. Don't fancy Firmino to Vardy. Yeah, sure, but I don't know. Firmino against Newcastle, I think that's okay. I am going to get battered by Lukaku again this week. Look, getting rid of Lukaku was a mistake. I can own up to that. I would rectify it, but it cost a hit and might not even want him after game week 7. You're ranked 28k overall. Is that any good? It's great at this time of the season. I'm like 10 times that much. Do I think Vardy is still on penalties? He probably is. He hasn't missed too many, has he? How much in the bank? 0.2. Use triple captain on Jesus. He didn't even play. Yeah, but who was your vice captain? Come on. 3.5 million overall rank. Ouch. The only way is up, Andrew. You don't have to choose between the big hitters. You have Kane, Lukaku and Morata. You still have Mkhitaryan, Salah and Silva. Yeah, exactly, but you've got Silva when I've got Eriksen. Now, to be fair, Silva looks like a really great pick. Oh yeah, 20 times. I'm even worse than 20 times, aren't I? That was really bad maths. When should we consider overall rank important? Around game week 8 to 10, I suppose. What's, I suppose, more important is you've got to look at how many points away you are from the top places. Now, I haven't checked to see. I have a feeling like one good week will really push me up the rankings, so at this point there's not too much of a gap. So I'm not too worried, but I can't keep saying that forever. £466 points is top. Wow. And what am I on? 334. Over 100 behind rank 1 already. They will have used chips, I suppose. Did I play soccer as a youngster? No, I played football. Wingbacks didn't do too great. Yeah, it's always going to happen though. I mean, Davies probably should have had a clean sheet. West Ham looked okay for a very small period. Oh god, the yawning's started already. That's not a good sign, people. Not worried about Firmino being dropped. Salah and Coutinho on fire with Mane back in. Nah. I mean, who's going to play up front? My bet would be that one of them gets a rest, but not Firmino. Maybe Salah. Or Coutinho just plays in centre midfield. Just runs the show from there. I don't know, he's looked so good, I wonder if he'll bother with that. Over 400 people watching, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We're already nearly at the 100 mark. Let's get to the 200 mark in no time at all. And if you are new around here, consider subscribing. We are over the 5k mark now. We're up at 5,046, which is awesome. Jeff Holt with a bad week. He slipped out of the top 4,000. I don't think I've got my violin around here. I have to go without it. What position did I play? Centre back. Oh god. Just about everywhere. I played for like, you know that team that always gets battered in your league. I played in that team. But the funny thing was, like we would lose like 9-10-0 every game. But there was always one team we could batter as well. We would beat them like 16-17-0. I actually played in goal one game. And at halftime I said, if we get a penalty, I want to take it. So and we got one. And I scuffed it, but it went in. Aguero always scores against Chelsea. Yeah, I do have... When I thought about Aguero versus Chelsea, I thought he does seem to score quite a bit. Remember that match when he was kind of all over Louise? If you wildcard, would you get Monreal? Nah. Well, I like his price, but I'd always want Kolasinac instead. No, I'm right-footed, not left. Milton Nomads. There's a name I've not heard for a while. But that's who we got battered by, yeah. Just one of many teams. Over on the wreck. I'm only joking with the violin. Jeff's a good guy. He's always in the streams. Ericsson on the Lemsip show. I know he's ill. Hopefully he can get over that for the weekend. If you had to call the player you would triple captain now, who would it be? Who do you trust the most? Right this second, I'd probably go Aguero. You were Barrow boys. I take that's Barrow boys, not Borrow. Yeah, I remember playing against them. I think I scored a goal once from inside my own half. No one turned up for us. We had to play with 7 men and we lost like 16-1. We played with like 1 up front, 2 in midfield and like 3 in defence, something like that. And the ball came back to me in my own half. I just smashed it to try and pass it to our striker. Just went in, lobbed the keeper. I think that was against Barrow. I can't remember now. Eastern and Gordana, something like that. Anyway. Don't forget there are polls in the top right corner. Click that little eye. Wildcard in the international break. That is the question, Super Tiger. Oh god, there's loads of people in from my old town. What world called? Played at the wreck. Gordano, yeah, it could have been Eastern and Gordano. Jesus, memories. Who were World? I can't remember what World were called now. Played at World Rec. My football career. I don't call it much of a career. I have some good memories. What do you reckon about Firmino to Vardy? I don't know if that needs to be done this week. I mean, Newcastle have been pretty good defensively, but I think Firmino and Liverpool will do well. Western Crusaders, of course. But what were World called? Red and black they used to wear. I don't think it was. Was it Western Crusaders? Maybe it was. World Rangers. How do we find out how many people have used the wildcard already? Usually FPL Discovery has that. Would you triple captain Lukaku? There's honestly no point in worrying about triple captain. So people are asking me already when I'm going to use the chips. It's all going to be in the second half of the season. And he is a budget wingback who's on pens as well. I'll tell you now, my first ever game for a team outside of school. So like for a club, I was playing like left wing, and we were 5-0 down. And I was running down the wing, and I took it round the keeper, open goal, and I put it past the post, and I cried. I was so young. I was just on the floor crying. First and only time I cried at a football game. While playing. Why in the second half of the season? Because you got double game weeks, where players will play 2 games in 1 week. That's when you got to triple captain them. Probably bench boost around then too. Let's see about that. And then free hit in the blanks probably. One thing I'm definitely going to do though, same as last year, is not worry too much about the chips. They don't give you as many points as everyone thinks they do. Though there have been some nice big triple captains the last couple of years. When will Jesus sub with Carroll? Auto subs will be done tonight. World Rangers, was that what they were called? Black and white kit. Just message on mate. World Wanderers? Nah, I don't think it was that. You cried the first time you got smashed in the face by a Liverpool and the ref didn't even stop the game. Ouch. People in a rush. For me, that was like essential a couple of weeks ago. Now everyone's looking to get rid after a couple of blanks. I mean, to be fair, didn't look great and he did come off early, but still. Why is MORATA a must-have? Yeah, I mean, he's not going to score hat-tricks every... I mean, that's the question. I'm not saying he is must-have. I'm asking you guys, and I'm hopefully going to answer it. Is he must-have? He probably isn't must-have. He's not essential. But he looks good for his price. He's nailed on at Chelsea. The likes of Aguero and Jesus, they're going to get the odd rest here and then. I don't mean Firmino was literally essential. I just mean that, you know, he was wanted by a lot of people. Seemed to be the answer to saving money up front. Do I ever watch FPL tips? Yeah, sometimes. You have Mendy, but you're thinking about switching to Kolasinac. Wait and see what Mendy's injury is like first. Yeah, whoa. Oh man, my mates said they said Wanderers, Rangers, and Juniors. I don't know who it was. $430 viewers on a Monday night stream. Lovely. And here I am talking about my like 13, 14-year-old football career. Do I know the guy who runs FPL tips? Nope. Firmino is your classic striker who gets 2 points every game. Apart from those weeks when he didn't. I played for Priory Rangers. That was my team. World Juniors, they're saying. It was World Juniors, black and red kit. You must hear more about my career as a number 9. I've never really played up front that often. Played left wing, right back, left back, centre back, goalie. Everyone's a must-have. That's the problem. There's so much... The problem with so much choices, there's always going to be these weeks where you score really... Like, I've got 64 and I feel like that's a bad week. Because so many other players have done well. There's going to be loads like that because you can't have all the big hitters. So there's going to be weeks where you just completely, you can have Kane, Morata, and Aguero, and then Lacazette and Jesus do really well, and better off. Obviously, you got to hope over a long term you do well. What year was your first year of FPL? Oh, so many history questions. 2010, 2011. A long time ago now. Am I keeping Eriksen? Yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah, unless he's out. And then I'll probably still keep him. Do I remember who was essential back in 2010? I'm sure that was the year I had Malouda and Drogba. They were pretty damn good. Cheers for that, Phil. Lacazette just scored 2. Should he be taken into consideration? Yeah, of course. Okay, so I guess he should be considered. But the first goal was a tap-in. Now, from FPL point of view, it doesn't really matter how the goal goes in. But you want to make sure they can do that again. That's probably unlikely. And the other one was a penalty, so he's on penalties, which is good. They're probably not something you can rely on too much. Who's the better captain this week? Ali, Kane, or Firmino? Kane for me. Will I be bringing back Lukaku? No, I don't think I will. I'm going to have to captain Kane and hope he can do the business. I just can't get Lukaku in without a hit. I don't think it's worth it. Well, I might not even want him in Game Week 8. We'll see. What's your score prediction for Chelsea versus Man City? That's a really tough one, I think. Man City just look on fire. Like, what are they scoring? Like 5 goals a game. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen against Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea... I don't know, without Louise, I don't think they're quite as strong. Man City have been doing okay defensively. I think it's away, though. I don't know. 2-1 to City. It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea won, though. Greetings from the States. How's it going? Any chance that Loftus-Cheek plays striker in Benteke's absence? I would doubt it. Who is it Wickham? Backup striker there. Oh, he's injured, isn't he? Ladapo? Oh my god. Looking bad for Palace. I think 3 10 million plus forwards are a must-have this season. Midfield's looking weak. Is midfield looking that weak, though? Eriksen and Ali still look okay. Salah looks good. Mkhitaryan, if he scores or assists again this week, then he's just been so consistent. Silva looks good too. Coutinho's come back and done well. But those big hitters will be highly owned and can do damage. That's the problem. Proper damage. Am I tempted to save the free transfer this week? Yes. But a lot depends on what the hell I'm going to do with my wildcard. If you had Lukaku, would you captain him over Kane or not? Yeah, I'd captain Lukaku, I think. Am I planning to wildcard during the international break? If so, please do it live. Well, I mean, the week I wildcard, yeah, of course I'll be doing the changes live, I guess. But I can't sit here all week streaming, and I'll be making changes a week. And yeah, just to say that, I suppose, I know I've barely got to any tweets or any YouTube comments this week. I'm just so busy. Same with last week, and it's not going to change this week. At work, it's the busiest period of the year. Next week's going to be the same, so just bear with me. I'll try and keep up the videos and the streams, and that's important, but getting to comments and stuff is just proving more difficult than I thought it would be. Just trying to get some time for anything right now. Plus, FIFA 18 is coming out, and I really want to play it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. We're up to 150. Let's get to 200 soon. Polls are in the top right-hand corner. If you want to vote, click on that little eye. We'll go through them soon enough. In about 20 minutes or so. And subscribe if you are new around here. Going for that 10,000 subs. Sounds miles off when you say it out loud. Huddersfield versus Tottenham score prediction. I mean, Tottenham can play how they can play. They'll do well, but Huddersfield have been alright defensively. And Spurs just weren't right against West Ham. I don't know if... I thought that West Ham pressed quite well. Don't know if Huddersfield will do the same. Kind of never let Spurs get going, really. Is there a scoutcast tomorrow? Yeah, I assume so. Do you know if Mark Sevens played football? I have no idea. Start a FIFA career mode series. It's no, I don't have enough time. It's hard enough keeping this up, to be honest. Doing the 2 videos and 2 streams a week. What do you think? Okay, what do you think about taking hits and play the free hit chip in the same game week to plan for upgrade? How does that work? Why would you take hits then just to use that chip? As soon as you use that chip, it cancels the transfers. How's it going, Carl? Gross or Richarlison for next week? As in game week 7? I still can't get behind Gross. I know. He's going to be one of those players that I just don't ever back, and he does really well. Richarlison for sure. I know it's West Ham at home, West Brom at home, but yeah, I think Richarlison for me. Then again, Gross puts in a cross. Arsenal struggle to cope. It's a possibility. The FIFA player, the player on the FIFA card on my wall is Shane Long, the first choice Southampton striker. You got 93 points with a free hit. You should use it. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. You will get 10,000 subs by game week 20. Not sure about that, to be honest. I'm assuming subs will start to slow down a bit now. First 5k probably a lot easier than the second. But we will see, we will see. Thoughts on Nias? I don't have too many thoughts on Nias, to be honest. Is he going to keep starting? Does that mean... He didn't even start, did he? Did he start? I'm so bad. I can't remember if he came on. I think he came on, right? 5 million, nice. Yeah, he came on. I don't know if he's just going to suddenly start next game week now. But for 5 million, third striker maybe. But then do you really want to go big in defence? I'm not sure. Midfield? Don't think you do right now. Maybe 4-3-3 is the way to go. To fit in all those big hitting strikers. Then again, it wouldn't make much difference for me. Do Atsu to a 4.5. Still don't have any money. I think I'd have to ditch Mkhitaryan. No, I'm a Man United fan, not Southampton. Polls will do soon enough. Soon enough. You risk Calvert-Lewin, ouch. Not cool, man. What did Orla get this week? Don't know actually, I think she got 60. Oh, she got 61. She played a wild card. She got Aguero in captain. She kept Lukaku. She got Salah. Kept Ward. Still got Firmino though. We'll see how she goes. I don't think she took my advice about midfielders though. She got 3 like Mkhitaryan, Salah and the 3 cheapies. Am I joining the Vardy party? No, not yet. How's it going, Jim? How you doing in Sky Fantasy Football? I should play Sky, I just can't get into another game. This one takes up enough of my time. MORATA equals bonus point merchant. He should actually... Will he come on for my team this week? I didn't change my draft team this week. Oh yeah, MORATA won't come on because I played Daily Blint. I had MORATA though, and Pedro and Ericsson and Abraham. So I think I won. Yeah, smashed it. Is Granville going to be on the Scoutcast tomorrow? I had an awful week. I honestly don't know. Find out tomorrow. That's what happens when you don't have a big striker that captain-wise that does well. And that could be me this week. Well, here's the damn tape. I moved the sellotape. There's a dressing gown there now. Well, I think that was always there, to be honest. This is the problem with late night streams. Shane Long for Wood. Do we think Shane Long's going to keep getting starts? Because I don't know, he's not really doing the business, is he? Neither was Gabbiadini. I mean, will Austin get a start soon? Sutton dropped in value. A bit annoying, but what you gonna do? What area do I think I need to address first in my team? Probably strike force. I think if it wasn't going to take a hit, I'd probably change Firmino and Jesus. But I still don't know who I'd bring in for Firmino to go cheaper. Still nothing really interests me in that kind of price bracket. Yeah, Firmino dropped in price as well. Don't get rid of Jesus. Let's see how many minutes teams play and stuff. Is the Champions League this week? Carroll to Loftus-Cheek, yeah. Do that soon. Is my bench a cause for concern? I don't think so. I mean, at this point in the season, there's not too much money to go around, so bench has got to be cheap, really. Okay, yeah, there is Champions League. So you gotta wait for that. See who plays when, how many minutes, etc., etc. I don't think the yawning's gonna stop, lads. How's it going, you? Chicharito in for Firmino? Nah, I'm not interested in Hernandez. If I'm honest. Get rid of Jesus. He isn't worth his value. He can't even start. I mean, it's more the fact he doesn't get minutes when he does play. Am I less influenced by the stats and helping me decide moves, or are form fixtures more important at this stage? I still target fixtures quite a bit, but when it comes to big hitters, I can't really say this because I kept Kane for so long, but for attackers, I probably take form more into account. For defenders, I do like targeting fixtures. Abraham has 6 great games out of 7 on out of 6. Oh my god! Abraham has 6 great games out of next 7 on paper. Will he start though? How many of those is he going to start? Probably has to after scoring. Mickey has to go. Mkhitaryan has to go. Against Palace at home, he has to go. 5 assists and a goal in 6 games. Has to go. Averaging an attacking return once per game. Crystal Palace at home. He has to go. Not that it matters for FPL, but are Roma better than Chelsea? I don't even know who Roma have apart from Nainggolan. Are we knee-jerking with Jesus? Surely him being dropped in an easy game means he's fresher to play. Yeah, but that means he's probably more likely to play in the Champions League. Will Aguero get as many minutes? Don't know. You're calling Lukaku hat-trick versus Palace. I don't think that's too big of a call, to be honest. I think a lot of us think that. How much do you know about American football? I know the matches go on for far too long. Bank your transfer, but and then do what next week though? Oh, I don't know. I'm struggling with my team. And to be honest, sometimes when I am struggling like this to make a decision, I just do nothing and just see if I feel differently the week after. I feel like Jesus to Lacazette looks like a bad transfer as soon as I don't wildcard in Gameweek 8, and I might not want to. Get Aguero in obvs against Chelsea away. Let's put my team on for this week. We've had the points up for enough. So this is what I'm looking like for this week. Oh, one thing I haven't done. Actually, I probably don't want to do that this week, do I? Sanchez giving the ball away, he'll never get bonus points, and he doesn't have penalties anymore, and he's not paying up front. For 12 million, he's just a no-go. If wildcarding in Gameweek 8 is in your thoughts, then surely a 1-week punt is a must. Yeah, for sure. If I definitely decide I'm going to wildcard in Gameweek 8, then I'd probably do Jesus to Lacazette. Or Firmino to Vardy. But, I'm not 100% set on the wildcard. Well, I just wonder how much longer I'm going to keep it for. Anyway, last chance to vote on the polls. Top right corner, click that little I button. Vote on the polls, vote early, vote fast. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are new around here, consider subscribing. 5,051 subs now. How have you... Where's that question? How have you got Kane in your team over Lukaku? Well, it worked out pretty well this week. Can't believe Daniels. Yeah, I mean, I got rid of Daniels this week, but to be honest, it was for Jones, and I would have benched Daniels anyway. Although, I did have Daniels first on the bench, unlike Sutner. So it would have probably worked out better just to not get Jones, but he's gone up in price now, and I think getting rid of Daniels was an okay move. Alright, let's do the polls. There's only 3 anyway this week. Or this stream. When's your next collaboration as you did with Tom? Actually, Luke, Disable, messaged me saying he wants to come back on at some point. The only thing is, I don't know if it makes as much difference, but I can't have my team up and stuff if I get someone else on, because I have to do it via Hangout, so it's just be me and them. Maybe not necessarily a problem, but I find myself getting more distracted from the chat. Kind of got to keep the conversation going and look at the chat and get questions. Wait for the other person to answer. I don't know. Plus, right now, like, my schedule's just all over the place. But yeah, I'll probably get someone on soon if they want to come on. Like I say, Luke wants to come on. Although watching me yawn is probably not good viewing. Okay, polls. Yeah, I'm refreshing as we speak. Why don't you only do Twitter questions then if Luke comes on? Nah, I don't want to do that because then it's just me and him sat here talking about Twitter questions, not chatting to you guys. At least when I do it on my own, I'm looking at the chat. I mean, we can do that still. So game week 6 score, 84% of you got more than 60. No way. And I don't know. That's probably true as well. I think people have been voting legit on this. 11% 51 to 60. I mean, I got more than 64, so I suppose my team was pretty bad. 3% 41 to 50. None of you got less than 30 or 31 to 40. Well played, lads. Early game week 7 captain thoughts. Lukaku is storming it. There's been over 350 votes. 60% say Lukaku. 27% say Kane. 6% say someone else. 2% MORATA. 2% Aguero. So Kane not doing too bad, but Lukaku absolutely smashing it. And then is 3 premium forwards for 10 million plus the answer. 53% of you say you're going for 2 of them. 40% say yes, and only 5% say no. There's plenty of ways to win, which I suppose is actually almost the same as going for 2 of them. But still, well done, lads. That's some good scoring. Jeff Priesman with a $2 donation. No question, just wanted to say thanks for always doing these. Cheers. No worries, Jeff. Cheers for that. I'll put that in the key for some kind of upgrade down the line. I really need to upgrade my computer at some point. So we'll see how that goes. So thanks, I appreciate that. Good old super chat. You got 96 total points and you didn't even give in to the hyper players. You deal with fixtures and long running performances. Easy as that. If Aguero gets rested in the Champions League, will you get Jesus out for Lukaku? Ugh. I don't have a nice way of doing that though. I'm not sure. Maybe just do Jesus to Lacazette. Firmino 1 more week than South MORATA. That sounds like a fair plan if you've got the money to upgrade. Wouldn't say no to that. Kane is on his streaks, think it's dangerous not to captain him. I don't know about that. If anything, it's dangerous not to captain Lukaku. He's got the better fixture. In better form. You really like Sané if he can nail spot. Me too. Him and Sterling, man. So good. To be honest, any attacker in that Man City team is probably good. As long as they start, and that's the problem. How did my draft go this week? 1 against. That's now 5 wins and 6. Jed Rowlands, you're 327. In fact, let's have a look at this screen. I know the chat. The chat won't work. Okay, chat's going off the screen just for a sec. Let's talk FPL League. I'm down to 579. So Wenger in. It's 400 points. Jeff Holt also on 400 points. That obviously hasn't taken into account tonight yet. But still, that is... hang on, let me just get rid of that. That is some crazy scoring. I'm on like 334, so fair play to those lads. Eddie Guna in the chat, always in the chat. 393. You'd have to... Apologies if I don't recognise people from the chat. They don't always have the same names. But I am... Where the hell am I? It usually tells you at the bottom where you are. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. It tells me on the main screen. I already said, yeah, 579. Awful. But there we go. How badly is Eriksen injured? He just got a cold. Let's switch back to the chat. Say Eriksen does miss out this week. What's the plan? It's only 1 week though, isn't it? So I'd probably just keep him. Just bench him. But he would be a tempter to sell. And sell Jesus too. You got green arrows in all your leagues except the Let's Talk FPL League. Big scores. Yeah, people did well in the league this week. Jeff only has 1 big hit. Okay, and there you go. There's more than one way to win FPL. How would you join the Let's Talk FPL League? There's a code below the videos. People keep telling me actually I should probably shut the entry down soon. Maybe I'll do it after like Gameweek 10 or something. Like Gameweek 10 or something. Oh dear. Still not seeing the mid-price mid options. Yeah, I don't think anyone is really. Richarlison maybe. What was wrong with Eriksen? He's just ill. He's missing Champions League because of it. Ideal front three. Honestly, it's tough. Because I almost see Aguero and Morata's decent value picks, but then you got to choose between Lukaku and Kane. That is very tough. Eriksen just needs some Lemsip. Bit of Lemsip, bit of paracetamol. When did the league start? Game week 1. When am I wildcarding? Lots of questions about my team. I don't know yet. Maybe game week 8. I've not decided. I ain't in a rush. By the way, just going slightly off topic. I was in Iceland the other day and they had these gold bars. Does anyone remember them from when they were a kid? Used to have them in like lunchboxes. So good. If you join the league now, will your current points count for the place in the league? Yeah. Membership already has paracetamol in there. You don't need extra. There you go. Listen to that, kids. You don't need both. Yeah, those gold bars are so good. Got like Karamak around the edge. Really, 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 really good. A poor man's club bar. Okay, well, funny story. Not really funny, but they had club bars next to it, but they only had the green mint ones. Now, if they had the purple ones with the raisins in, then I'd be in. Because you know what? If you like a lot of chocolate in your biscuit, join the club. And I wanted to join the club, but not the mint club. Nah, fruit, yeah, not mint. Orange club was good, yeah. If Firmino plays 80 plus minutes in the Champions League, would you sell him from MORATA / Vardy? I don't know. I'm tempted just to keep either way, but that's my team. If you got a spare transfer, then Firmino to Vardy looks fine. Yeah, we need to. I'll do a poll. I should do a poll actually. Purple, orange, or mint. There was a blue one as well. There was a blue club bar, which was basically just like chocolate all the way through. Bit more like a chocolate bar. Yeah, exactly. Always eat your club bar, nibbling the chocolate around the edge. So good. We're not really discussing Ericsson. We're discussing club bars. Yeah, I'm sure there was blue ones. I don't think I'm just imagining that. Or it could be. Blue ribbon, also very good. Oh, I really want to go and get some more bars now. Iceland's where it is. Where is that? We should get that actually. Type 1 for purple club bar, type 2 for orange, and 3 for mint. What's your favourite? 1 purple, 2 orange, 3 mint, green. What's your favourite? This is how the 5,000 subscriber stream has gone downhill. We're now chatting club bars. Oh, so many orange and mint. There's not enough appreciation in this chat for the purple one. Fruit, it was so good. Yeah, I'm not happy with you guys, to be honest. The league code is in the description below the chat. No club bars in Canada. Phil, you'll have to import some. Purple tastes like arse. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Why am I leaving Ericsson in my team? Because he's going to play, probably. We'll get more news towards the end of the week. I think he's good value still. Happy days. Blue was not chocolate all the way through, just plain milk chocolate throughout. Ah, okay. The blue one was the worst, right? It was just boring. I'd almost go as far as saying Club Purple was probably my favourite lunchtime snack at school. If you want orange chocolate, go for Lindt orange. I bloody love Lindt chocolate. So good. Was there a red club? What was in that? I'm going to Google it now. Red Club chocolate bar. Looks like there might have been thick milk chocolate with a smooth tangy. Oh no, orange. That was just orange. Our trios were good too. Damn. Could be here all day. What were we chatting about? Fantasy football. Oh boy, Matthew Higgins. You know you were saying the dollar sign wasn't there. So my missus was having a look before the stream. It doesn't show on her iPad, but it shows on her phone. I don't know if it's an Apple thing. I know you were mentioning it last stream. Salah for Mane. I don't know if you've still got Mane. That's a weird question. If you've still got Mane, then probably keep him. He's come back, but definitely don't get rid of Salah. This could be called Let's Talk Candy Land. I like it. Honeycomb Club Bar. That sounds too good. Rocky Bars were alright. They were okay. They weren't at the upper levels of lunchtime chocolate snack. Favourite flavour ice cream. Let's not talk about sweet stuff anymore. We'll be here all night. Double deckers though, I'm not letting you have that. They're not good. I love this. Breakaway is a shout. They do Yorkie bars. The Yorkie bars aren't great though, I don't think. Weird kind of taste. I'm actually missing... Oh, penguins, yeah, because you had the joke. Under the wrapper. Now, Toffee Crisps isn't in the... See, when you're talking like club bars, breakaways, gold bars, they're like lunchtime chocolate bars because they're only small. You can't... Toffee Crisps are not in the same category. So you can't have that. Lion bars, same. You can't have them. They're proper chocolate bars. We're talking what you'd have in your lunchtime at school. Penguins are fine. After eights, nope. I'm even missing all the football chat here. Describe each of the forwards as a chocolate, and I feel like I get in trouble for that. Oh, finger of fudge. Fudge is great when you have them in those. Is it celebrations? A Viscount mint chocolate biscuit. Wagon wheels jam. Yeah, so the same in Iceland. They're gold bars. They also had jammy wagon wheels. The stream is so done. Adam, we did the stream. We did the polls like 10 minutes ago. Curly Whirly doesn't count. We're talking lunchtime snacks. Fredo before inflation to shout. Oh yeah, do I have any further thoughts on transfers this week? So for me, I think it's going to be Firmino to Vardy, Jesus to Lacazette, or no transfer. Yeah, sorry, dude. We might do polls before the end of the stream again, but I did it not too long ago. Diversification could gain you more subs. I'll do a Let's Talk Candyland channel. Perfect. Any good diet plan? I think you're asking the wrong man. I play PlayStation mainly. Consider an Elliott with the save points over Foster this game week. Nah. No, I think there's more chance for a Foster clean sheet, and he could get save points too, so I think I'm going to go for him. I like that my cheat goalies can get save points, but I don't like target them when I think there's a chance of a clean sheet for one of them. Oh, blue ribboned. A blue ribbon, that's a good shout. Excuse me, sorry. Coughing down the mic. What chocolate tins are the best? I can't get into that. I have to Google them all to remember what's in what. I like in Quality Street and Roses. I like the ones with like the cream filling, like strawberry and orange cream filling. But otherwise, I think I prefer Celebrations or Heroes, to be honest. Get the proper bars. It seems like you got a lot of changes you want to make. I don't know if I've got a lot of changes I absolutely have to make, to be honest. There's stuff I could do, but I'm not that pushed. So I don't think wildcard just yet, but soon. Christmas, our after eight's essential, yes. Cheers, Ramsey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks again for, I think it was Jeff, for the donation earlier. That was all awesome on the super chat. Do you and Ola have similar tastes in chocolate? I mean, she would eat dark chocolate. I definitely wouldn't go anywhere near that. Or she'll eat like proper chocolate. Oh, no chance. If you had Sanchez, would you be totally happy keeping him for a few weeks? Yeah, I mean for this week, yeah, probably. Alex, you honestly don't have to apologise. Not sitting here desperate for donations. Appreciate it, everyone watching, hitting that like button. There you go. Ola's here now. She can tell you what chocolate she likes. Would you drop Alonso now? They're about to come into good fixtures, so no, I don't think so. If you've got him. Henry Mickey Kit Kat Syrian. I love this one guy trying to get his old Bonner question answered. Was it like, what do I think about him at 4.4? I just don't see West Ham keeping too many clean sheets. Standard edition, probably. Though I'd like the icon one. Scout Gas tomorrow, yeah. I don't see why not. Taxi bar. Is that a thing? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, they weren't too bad. They were chewy, right? Everyone now furiously googling obscure McVitie's chocolate bars. Oh, I love it. Right, people, I'm not going to do a mock wildcard. I'm going to be honest with you, it's too late. So not this week. The thing is, my mock wildcard wouldn't really change that much. I don't think you'd find it that interesting. Maybe I'll do it on the next stream. Remind me on Thursday, Can I stream on Thursday? I think I can stream on Thursday. Oh yeah, 'cause it's got international break. I might be able to do a few extra different kinds of videos during the international break. I kind of like doing the In My Opinion ones where I just sit there and chat about something. Otherwise, yeah, stream will be Thursday this week. Back to then, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, but on Thursday, remind me about a mock wildcard, and I'll happily go through it, but I just think right now I'm too tired, and I'm going to have to shoot off. I'm going to do the polls really quickly, though, before we get going. Give me just a second. And before you all start piling out, don't forget to hit the like button. We are one off 200. Where am I looking? Oh yeah. So yeah, again, these polls weren't anything too interesting. So 84% said they got more than 60 this week. 11% 51 to 60, 3% 41 to 50, 0% 31 to 40, and 0% less than 30. Mark, you've asked me a million times about FIFA. I already answered it. Early game week 7 captain thoughts. 58% say Lukaku, 30% say Kane, 6% say someone else, 2% Morata, 2% Aguero. And then is 3 premium forwards the answer? 53% say they're going for at least 2 of them. I think that's fair enough. Most of us will do that. 40% say yes, and only 5% say no. There's nearly 400 votes on those as well, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, thanks everyone. Cheers for everyone that's subscribed. Obviously, hit over 5k. Really happy about that. The way to 10k is now on the way. We're on the way to 10k. I don't know. Just hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on 5,052 currently, 218 likes. I think we'll leave it there. I've enjoyed this stream. We'll be back to a Thursday stream. We'll start dead on 9:30. I don't care about Europa League. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully I'll have decided my transfer by then. We can do a mock wildcard if people want to see that. What else? I'll do a preview during the week. I'm going to do another video this week as well and try and fit it in. Otherwise, thanks again for the super chat from Jeff. But I'm going to leave it there. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff. And enjoy the rest of your Monday and the rest of the week, and I will catch you soon. Cheers all.